First of 4 meetings between the Rangers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Kevin Weekes in his last 4 games, 3-1. He has given up 8 goals over those last 4 games, and he has played very, very well. Looking forward to tonight's matchup against the Leafs. And there is the veteran Eddie Belfour, Eddie the Eagle. And the Leafs have been alternating wins and losses, John. Win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1.
Kind of like Pittsburgh has as a club. Eddie Belfour is one goaltender in this league that, well, he's a little older and he doesn't like the new, smaller equipment. I had a long talk with him today. He just doesn't like it, period. As you look at Don Van Massenhoven, one of the referees for this game.
Stefan Auger, the other. Greg Dvorsky is one linesman, and Brian Mock, the other. And we are set to go with Steve Ruchin going against Eric Lindros.
Those are 2 big guys, Sam. 2 big bodies there.
Ruchin with Nieminen and Hossa, Roosevelt and Malik on defense for the Rangers. Darcy Tucker, number 16. Chad Kilger, number 18. The wingers for Eric Lindros, the familiar number 88. In deep is Marcel Hossa. It's knocked away from him. Comes to Roosevelt. Quick shot went off of Nieminen. Hossa's there. Tucker and Hossa go to the boards. Taken away, and Ivanov able to move it around to the near side of Ken Klee, who outlets to Lindros. Malik back for it. Both teams change lines. Malik waits as the Rangers complete their change. They bring out Nylander with Straka and Jagr. Straka dumps it in.
So this is strength on strength. The 2 number 1 lines opposite one another, first shift each.
Matt Sundin with Alex Steen, whose father played in the NHL with the Winnipeg Jets. Thomas Steen.
You see, the Leafs use McCabe as one of the defensemen on this unit.
Bodie with a nice poke check. Knocked it off the stick of Alex Steen as he was ready to shoot. The other winger on this line is Jeff O'Neill, the one-time Carolina Hurricane.
Hot on the power play, huh?
Yes, he is. 7 out of his 9 goals have come on the power play. McCabe and Caberlet are the defense pairing for the Leafs. Here's Fedor Tutin. Pressured. No change in the Rangers lineup. Head coach Tom Rennie was toying with the idea of putting Jason Strudwick in. Here is Antropov, and it's knocked away from him.
Long shift for Nylander and Jagr.
3-on-2 Rangers. Kruka is stopped by Aki Berg. Around to Nick Antropov. And across to Alexei Penikorovsky. Saved by Weekes. Jason Allison, who has come back from post-concussion syndrome. The former LA King and played with Boston and Washington as well. Blair Betts stopped at the line. It's cleared out. And Antropov puts it to the Ranger line where it's fired across onto Kruka's stick. Kruka on with Ward and Betts. Puck around to Ty Domi. Nice pass. Stajan moves in. Matt Stajan slides it in front. Back to Stajan. And he missed the net.
Oh, wide open net.
Big play and a nice passing play by the Leafs. It's out of the zone. Domi recovers. Started with a great pass by Domi from his own blue line.
4th line for Toronto get their first shift. Now the Rangers 4th line on the ice, but the Toronto first shift, how did he miss the open net? That was Stajan. Wide open net.
Just went on, I think it went off the heel of his stick, John, and he lost control momentarily. Just enough.
It looked like it was offside when they went into the Rangers zone, but what a nice play except for the finish.
Ryan Holwig with Dominic Moore and Jed Ortmeyer. Mentioned, and Holwig with a couple of hits already on this shift.
That gets him in the game. It really does. He needs to bump bodies to make it happen.
Heading the other way, Fedor Tutin, and he takes a good hit from Chad Kilger as the Rangers turned it over. Then Poti recovers and swings it around. 3.5 minutes gone by. Darcy Tucker in deep. Around for Lindros. Knocked away from him, and Nylander is there to play.
This should be an energy line for Toronto. There's some big bodies here.
And it's Lindros line against the Nylander Jagr Straka line.
The first shift against Nylander's lineup was Sundin, so Pat Quinn not worried about any particular matchups at all other than making sure McCabe and Caberlet are on the ice against the line so far. This is Stajan moving the puck down low, and he gets the puck back from Wellwood off the heel. Then he had the open net. He just missed. Rangers get a break. Weekes took himself out of the play, and somebody looking down saying, Now you know what? That was offside, that play.
Really?
That play was offside. That when Wellwood made the beautiful pass, the net was missed by Stajan, but that was offside by a significant amount.
Here's Yager. Sundin line is on now, opposite the Rangers' top line. Sundin, O'Neill, and Steen. Nylander, good takeaway. It was Straka rather for Nylander. That shot went wide by Kontrachev, who was property of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Maybe that was the hockey gods looking down and saying that was offside, so you can't score.
Brian McCabe to Thomas Kaberle.
So Kaberle and McCabe have been against Nylander and Yager the first two shifts that they were out.
Bouncing puck sent toward the net, stopped by Weeks. And Kasparaitis able to clear. Comes down to Belfort. He fires it right out.
He handles the puck a lot, but his last two games he's gotten into trouble a number of times.
Oh, here's the chance for Allison. Great save by Weeks. Great glove save. Allison can't believe it.
Rangers with a porous play here. Beautiful pass down low to Allison, who's complaining about not getting enough ice time. He's only had one even strength goal, and it was kind of a fluky one the other night in Montreal. Right here, as you see the puck being taken away from the Rangers. And down low, the catching glove with a gigantic save on Allison, who can't believe he didn't score. It was a good shot, just a better save. And the Rangers sloppy at their own blue line.
Puck is sent across by Ruchin. And Staffan Kronwall, Swedish defenseman, to Aki Berg. As they're paired, Kronwall number 44 makes the rush up ice. Took himself offside.
Well, that really has to help Kevin Weeks making a save like that. Earlier, he took himself out of the net. Rangers was just sloppy on that side of the ice. All three people got beat. And Allison with a nice little shot, not a hard shot, but he tried to go up high in the glove. It was read beautifully by Weeks, and that I would think would settle him down some. Remember earlier he took himself out of the play. You wonder about butterflies a little bit. Then he makes a save like that. That may get him into it.
Deep in the Maple Leaf zone, Ivanov, the former St. Louis Blues defenseman. And it's brought around by Matt Stajan. Knocked down by Domi. Domi chases. Pody is there. Domi with a bump.
Toronto finishing their checks here.
They are pressing.
They're one of the more physical teams.
There's a 2-on-1 developing. Pody moves in. It's whistled down offside.
Ward. Talking to Tom Pody this morning, he talked about getting his confidence back. He says it's starting to happen pretty good. So the only problem so far is when he gets the puck down low in the offensive zone. It's not quite there yet making plays offensively, but he's starting to get the feeling back defensively. You've already said he made a good poke check.
Perfect.
He took a check to make a play a minute ago. So listen, he plays for the Rangers. The Rangers need him. Seeing him get his confidence back is a big factor for him.
You may have seen assistant coach Perry Pern come over and give him a tap on the back as he came to the bench.
Toronto skating well early here and finishing their checks well.
Pass back for Tucker, and it's away by Ortmeyer. Dominic Moore, whose family is here tonight, John. This is a homecoming for him. Holy gets it to Moore. Moore around the net. McCabe is there. Quick shot saved by Belfort. Ortmeyer was driving to the net hoping for a rebound. Tucker is back for the puck. This is what the Rangers want to do. Get the puck deep on Toronto and try to use some quickness on the Leafs.
See the same pair of defense on the ice right now. Actually, they're going off, so they're not going to see Yager. Yager's going to see somebody else.
Weeks almost gave it away to Tucker. Tucker takes it away from Kasparaitis, puts it in front. Nice play by Nylander. Kasparaitis gets out of the zone. There's Straka swinging it around. Past Belfort. Yager comes down. Checked there by Aki Berg. Puts it in front.
Looks like both teams respect each other's power plays as you see this game being played early.
That was one sign. We were talking to assistant coach Perry Pern and said, what would be a telltale sign if the Rangers are a little nervous playing here in Toronto? He said, we'll take some early penalties. They haven't thus far, 7 minutes in.
You tell me all the teams that play in the East, who takes the body more than Toronto does? It just sticks out here early. And it's hard to get a three-man flow going when one of your players has been hit after he moves the puck. You don't get that flow going. Toronto takes the body pretty well.
Yager throws it across behind Straka. Tutin comes in to get the puck. Tutin pressured by Antropov. Now it's Nylander to Straka, trying to get out in front. Soft shot knocked down by Allison. Allison and Nylander go into the corner after it. Allison using the big body. Nylander with a good job, a nifty job to take it away. Then it was batted away from Jagr by Berg. Kept in by Pody.
Yeah, good play. Makes the other team work. The possibility of a mistake. And now the Rangers can make themselves a line change.
Panakorovsky with a good pass. On drop-off with a shot that's wide. With a rebound, Panakorovsky, as the Leafs are skating pretty well. They're getting the loose pucks in the Rangers zone. That shot was blocked by Nieminen, played by Ruchin. Off the skate, Pody tries to control. Panakorovsky on the forecheck. Tootin, nice pass across.
Yeah, he doesn't look nervous.
No. Hossa, stopped by Domi. Domi turns it. Kyle Wellwood back to Domi. Domi moves deep for Wellwood. Good check in front by Tootin. That shot gloved by Weeks. Would have gone wide of the net, but he gloved it and held on with 8:19 gone by.
Let's take a look at the Panasonic digital replay. This was the pregame warm-up. Two goaltenders. What's interesting is they're both from Sweden. They're friends. They saw each other last night a little bit.
Henrik Lundqvist of the Rangers, Michael Tellqvist of Toronto.
Will they be the two goalies for the Olympic team in Sweden?
I'll tell you one who will be.
February, yes. I think the fellow with the white jersey on.
Yes.
Tommy Salo's back playing. He's been really good in Sweden. He might be the other goalie.
Lindros with a one-timer. He was checked by Kondrachev, got the shot off. Weeks gloved it and held on.
Not a real clean hard shot by Eric Lindros. As you mentioned, Sam Kondrachev read the play, got out there and made the shot, perhaps even missed the net on the play. Good pass across. That pass by Kilger. Is that line, when they get the puck deep, there's some big guys there. Lindros and Kilger. Tucker's not big, but he likes to grind.
Lee gave it away to Lindros and winds it to Darcy Tucker. Throws it in front, it's broken up. Back into the corner. Lindros knocked away by Malik. Good pass. And the Rangers come out nicely. Roosevelt on the move. Gains his own, slides it in front. Belfour covers up.
4-on-2, well defended by Toronto. One quick cross-ice pass out of the Rangers zone. That's two odd-man rushes for the Rangers and not a clean shot yet. The first time they went offside, this pass right here, beautiful across. Now it's a 4-on-2. To watch how the Leafs work hard on their back check. Those two forwards back checking did a great job to take away much of the 4-on-2.
Allison and Betts for the face-off. Shot by Roosevelt went high. And Ward tipped it in on the line. Here's Betts with a shot. Glove save by Belfour.
That's a good shot. Most goaltenders, including Belfour, go down on the butterfly. He stayed up for the short side. He had to have his glove almost down on the ice surface. The puck is kept in by Ward right there. Nice play. And nice little pass. There's the shot. That was on net. That was going to be inside the corner. Good shot. Terrific save. Belfour was deep on that play. He had to make the glove save.
That line had a good shift. Now the fourth line comes on with Moore, Ortmeyer, and Holweg.
Their last shift was a good one. The Moore shift, his last shift. And the third and fourth lines might be the two best lines going for the Rangers early in this game.
Yeah. Betts, Ward, and Pruka looked very good on that last shift. Here's McCabe, fired it up the middle of Antropov. Holweg able to slow down the play, but Allison put it deep. Weeks back into the corner. There's Allison. Pass blocked by Pody. And Holweg able to get it out of the zone. I mentioned Tom Rennie was thinking about putting Jason Strudwick in for his size and the fact that he's a good guy who deserves to be playing. But right now, Tom Rennie doesn't want to break up a winning combination.
Offside here. Yes, you're right. Strudwick, he's such a good team person and hasn't complained. He can play defense or forward. He's real big. And the point is that when you don't complain, that it's tough. It's tough on the inside of him. It's tough not playing. But the Rangers are going so well, I don't want to mess with the chemistry. The whole idea was Toronto's got some big players. Toronto's got some big players, and that size would help.
Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters. Matt Sundin fires it around the boards. I almost said Thomas Steen. Alex Steen fires it off the right arm of Weeks. It goes.
Kasparaitis with a hit from behind on Steen. The referee's arm was partway up. I thought he was going to make a call.
Been no penalties thus far. We're 10 minutes into the game. Weeks one-hands it to the boards. Kondrachev coming back. Good pass. Here's Straka. Jagr across. Jagr looks, cuts in. Jagr trying to find space. Sundin with a good back check.
It's a third odd man rush by the Rangers. No shot.
Jagr's pass deflected away by Belfour. Roosevelt keeps the puck in. Sends it deep for Nylander. Now Sundin able to work it clear. Malik got a piece of it. His former Carolina teammate Jeff O'Neill took it away and winds it deep. Now it's Roosevelt and Malik.
Rangers look a little more settled now, Sam. Making much better passes than they were in the first 5 or 6 minutes.
Ruchin for Roosevelt. Back for Ruchin. And the Rangers have to regroup.
Fourth line centered by Wellwood. And really smart play. Look what he did there.
Nice play.
He's interesting to watch play.
Nobby turned it and he was stopped by Malik. The Leafs look under control too, John. They seem to be calm and seem to know what they want to do. Take away by Ruchin. Sets up Neiman and hit the post.
That was all work by Hossa. He created the takeaway.
Hossa's got the puck. Wraparound stopped by Belfour. Good pressure here. Hossa's got the puck. Winds it to Ruchin. Ruchin against Wellwood. Now it's Neiman. Neiman controlling. Gets it up the boards to Pody. Domi on him. Neiman against Kyle Wellwood. Puts it side of the net for Ruchin. Knocked away from him. Domi takes over. And it rolls into the Ranger zone. Back forward, Feder Tootin. Back staging on him. It's an icing. Staging with a hit. Whistle stops play. 8:17 to go. First period.
Look at some of the action. Oh, hit from behind. Kasparidis got away with that one. Yager wanted to make a play and not shoot. That was an odd man rush. Sundin with the back check. Now here, Hossa steals the puck. Nice setup as the puck is moved to Neiman and outside of the goal post. He had Eddie Belfour beaten.
Face-off win. Kondratjev's shot deflects up into the netting.
Shots are 6-3 in favor of the Rangers so far. The best save is by Kevin Weeks, the Rangers goaltender, with a catching glove save. Other than that, Eddie Belfour hasn't had, of the 6 shots, not a real spectacular save just yet.
I think Ken Klee might have gotten that before it got to Belfour. Nice play.
Change on the fly by Toronto. They got Lindros out there to go against Betts. Lindros the last Saturday had a very quiet game in Montreal. Won by the Leafs in overtime as Montreal took a too many men on the ice penalty.
Said they played a good game in Buffalo for the most part and wound up losing, and they didn't play as well in Montreal and wound up winning. He said it's been a strange season thus far for the Leafs. Up and down, as I mentioned, the inconsistencies, alternating losses and wins over the last 8 games. Kondratjev, Darcy Tucker after him. Whoa!
Well, Betts was going to get nailed there. Kilger's finishing it.
That was a hit on
That's set up by a bad pass from the Rangers. You make a bad pass and have to go back, your defensemen are going to get hit. The Leafs on a change here.
Kondratjev hustles back. Both teams are changing. And Kondratjev able to fire across to Ortmeyer. Round it goes to Hollweg. Grunwald for Toronto. Drop off with a nice touch pass. Panikarovsky moves in, falls down, and gives it up to Roosevelt. Offside whistle. He goes so fast he blew a tire, John. Talked about Brian McCabe right at the top. He is the leading scoring defenseman. Last season of the NHL, he played with Brian Leetch, and this is Brian Leetch's feelings about Brian McCabe. I think McCabe can win the Norris Trophy. He's the best player I've played with in my career as a partner.
Well, I have a soft spot for Jeff Buchebroom. He played with Leetch for a long time. Brian out now with a knee injury with the Boston Bruins, but McCabe is, I wondered how McCabe was going to handle the new NHL with the new rules.
Yeah.
He had that play where he'd stick the stick between your legs and twist you around. They called it a can opener.
Right.
That's now a penalty, but he's handled it.
Yeah.
He's handled it well. However, with all the points he's getting, which he leads all the defensemen, he's a minus at even strength.
Moore comes off the boards and drew a penalty. Nice effort by the Rangers. Moore in deep. The late penalty, extra skate. Oh, and he is sent down hard by Antropov.
And it's going to be a penalty to Augie Berg, I believe, number 8, the defenseman, for a hook. And the first power play of the game will go to the Rangers. And Moore's line has had a very strong first period. They've had the puck deep the majority of their shifts. Number 8, Blue. Right there, the puck went by him. He put a hook. Again, stick parallel with the ice into the hip.
Ortmeyer, credit Ortmeyer with a hit that forced the turnover.
And Moore got hit there. There's a good, clean, solid shoulder to the chest. Maybe an exploding hit there. So Rangers with a first power play. Toronto has 4 shorthanded goals. Ottawa has 6. Philadelphia has 7.
The Leafs do give up a lot of goals shorthanded, though. They have given up 11 power play goals in the last 6 games. The Rangers' power play has been putting up goals virtually every game. Yager. Now here's Nylander. Missed. Roosevelt and Straka play the points. Yager, Nylander, and Pruka up front. 4 forwards, 1 defenseman. Yager's got the puck. Now Nylander to Pruka, shot it wide. Sundin with steam. Ken Klee and Alexander Havanov. Pruka holds. Now it's Nylander. Yager's come over to the left side, setting up. Set up for Yager, and he was checked.
Good
by
check
Sundin.
by the captain. The captain got his stick on stick. Yager, by the way, will have new sticks, I think, Friday. He's had issues with the shaft. They've made new ones. They're being shipped today. He hopes to have them Friday in Carolina.
Rangers have scored power play goals in 3 straight games. 6 of their last 7 games. They have 7 goals in the last 7 games on the power play.
On this road trip, they're 4 for 23, coming off the game in Pittsburgh where they were 2 for 10. So there's a lot of numbers about the Rangers power play.
45 seconds to go on the man advantage. Straka with a long pass and a good one to Dominic Moore. Moore with Ruchin and Yager. Now Straka stays on. Malik is at the left point. Yager's got the puck. Gets it back from Ruchin. Moore is in front. Here comes Ruchin around the net. Set up for Moore and a save by Belfour. Nice play by Ruchin.
The puck was loose. Moore took a little jab at it. McCabe jumped up to make sure he cleared the Ranger forward away. Straka played the points, so you don't get usually as tired playing the points. You can stay out a little longer. And Yager always seems to stay out with both units. There, McCabe made a good play. Stick on stick, so no clean shot by... Oh, here's Sundin. Look at him. Stick on stick. There. Right across the stick in the hands. Stopped Yager from getting the clean shot. Sundin's made 2 really good defensive plays here in the first period.
And he just won a face-off from Ruchin. Puck around the boards. Kept in by Poti at the point. Wines fires, and it was blocked in front. The block by Kaberle. No, by Havanov. Up the boards. Hossa couldn't control. Kept in by Poti. Now Hossa along the boards. Ruchin in the corner, back to Hossa. More. Nieminen is now in front at the top of the crease. Final seconds of the power play. It's over as the shot is blocked. Leafs come out. Out of the box, Aki Berg. Sundin moves across. Sundin by himself. Waits, spins on Malik. Nice move. Sundin on goal. It stopped.
Sundin was killing time. His teammates were changing. He did a great job. Forces a face-off in the Rangers zone.
All right.
Now look at the Panasonic digital replay. Matt Sundin sees his teammates changing, so he waits around. Finally gets deep. Weeks gets control of the puck, and it forces a face-off. You never know what happens on face-offs. Panasonic digital replay. Ideas for life.
Man, you're getting better with every time you read that.
But you don't let me read any other ones. Just that same one all the time.
Let me know if there are others you want to read. I'll let you in. Ryan McCabe playing it back to Thomas Kaberle. And Karofsky forced back. Just under 4 minutes to go. First period, no score in the game. Puck is lifted up and over the glass into the crowd, stopping. Big trade today, John. Sergei Fedorov.
Sergei Fedorov. And I heard Fedorov was traded to Columbus. I didn't know which one. It ends up being Sergei and a 5th for 2 players. Not big name players, and the idea is to move the $6 million per year after this year, 2 more years that Fedorov is going to make. Doug MacLean is the GM in Columbus. He and Brian Murray were with the Detroit Red Wings when Fedorov left Europe to come here and play. So there is a relationship there. Fedorov is looking forward to playing with Nash when he gets healthy. And there's a young Russian player there by the name of Zheredov who's really struggling, who's a very good player.
Oh, Roosevelt's going to get a penalty for interfering with Darcy Tucker.
And Fedorov wants to go and mentor him, so that'll be really important. Now we get to see this Leaf power play.
You know, I know Fedorov liked the idea of going to Anaheim. He wanted to go there, but this trade, I was wondering how he'd react. Go ahead on the replay.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, Roosevelt's so much bigger. The puck was thrown in. They call it interference. It's marginal. It's marginal. You're supposed to play your guy. That's a smart play by Tucker. Yeah, but you're supposed to. Referee made the call. You got to deal with it.
Power play, Toronto, they're first. They're second in the league. Rangers are second in the league on the penalty kill. Leafs are 8 for 34 on the power play in their last 5 games. Face-off win. Kaberle and McCabe at the points. Sundin along the boards. Long shot deflected up into the netting. O'Neill and Steen, the other forwards for the power play.
Sam, you asked me about Fedorov playing in Anaheim, which is the ocean, it's Hollywood, it's LA, the whole thing. Doug MacLean has spoken with Fedorov. Fedorov, from what I was told by Jeff Rimmer, the broadcaster there, is that Fedorov's thrilled to be going there. Thrilled to be going because just of those situations I talked about, Nash, Zheredov, the whole thing, and his relationship with Doug MacLean from years past.
But John, no Disneyland. Kaberle.
It's hockey.
Moore and Ortmeyer for the Rangers with Pody and Tootin as the penalty killers. Loose puck, chipped out of the zone by Pody. Kaberle's got it. Leafs move back in. Jeff O'Neill, stop.
Penalty.
Oh, it's a hook on Moore.
Yeah.
Dominic Moore tugged the arm of Jeff O'Neill, forced a turnover, gets called. Two-man advantage, Toronto. Rangers are in trouble here.
Stick was parallel with the ice surface. That's twice we've seen the call here in the first period. This is a penalty. Players have to learn this is without question a penalty. Even if it's underneath the stick and it twists, if it's still into the body, it's a penalty. So this is important now. Watch the stick. There, parallel. Oh boy. Calling it tight.
So here's a big chance for the Leafs. Two-man advantage for a minute 17. Malik, Kasparaitis, and Betts for the Rangers. McCabe, Kaberle, Steen, O'Neill, and Sundin. Same five for the Leafs. Here's Kaberle. They move down low to Sundin. Pass across. Saved by Weeks. As Steen didn't get a lot on it.
He didn't get it all.
Kaberle's got it. And
a
across
perfect
McCabe.
setup.
Yes.
Perfect setup.
Kaberle, Sundin. Back to McCabe. Save made by Weeks on McCabe.
Baby, what a save. This was a serious save. The first one was pretty good on Steen, but Steen didn't get it all. This one was downright serious. Downright serious. The puck was almost behind him when he caught it. Over on the right is Steen. Well, that's the McCabe shot. I'm sorry. What a great save with the catching glove by Kevin Weeks. Beautiful save. Kaberle down low. There's the shot again. Oh my, what a save. Kevin Weeks with two brilliant glove saves in this first period.
Leafs stay. Now bring on Lindros and Allison, and this is Tucker. Pass deflected by Pody. 38 seconds to go on a two-man advantage. Pody couldn't take it away, rather Tootin tried to take it away from Lindros. Kaberle to McCabe. McCabe waits. Luchin, Tootin, and Pody for the Rangers. Allison. Kaberle to McCabe for the drive. He scores! Big blast by Brian McCabe. Leafs score on the 5-on-3. It's 1-0 Toronto.
Did we say his shot is tough? Did we say he hits the net? We said it in the open, and does he prove our words to be correct? Allison draws somebody to him. There's the beautiful pass and through all kinds of screens. Did that go through the legs of Tucker as he jumped in the air? I don't know. It's a great screen set up by Tucker over there. He's on the right side as we look at the Rangers zone. Now he's in front. He jumps in the air. The puck goes right through his legs and over the shoulder. There's no way Kevin Weeks could see this shot. And in turn, it's still a power play for the Leafs for another minute, 4 seconds. What a shot.
7 goals for Brian McCabe, who leads all NHL defensemen in scoring now with 24 points. McCabe, Kaberle, and Allison at 18:01. Power play continues for the Leafs. Now a 5-on-4 lead for Alex Steen. Nice play down the boards to O'Neill. Taken away by Malik. O'Neill takes it back, gets it to Sundin. Out to the point, Ken Klee. Now Sundin with room, and the shot off the glove of Weeks. Comes to the near side, and it's wound ahead to O'Neill. O'Neill waits, tipped into the corner. Played by Steen. Back to O'Neill. Out to Havanov. Now to Klee. Here's Sundin moving in. Out to Alexander Havanov for the shot. Deflected wide. Sundin at 15 seconds to go on a power play.
The Leafs power play is about point shots, isn't it, Sam?
Yes. Nice passes from Sundin.
And traffic.
Klee, drive, saved by Weeks in the corner.
Again, point shots and traffic. That's what the power play is about.
Final seconds of the power play. It's knocked away, cleared by Betts. That'll do it. Teams are back at full strength. 1-0 Toronto on the 5-on-3. 50 seconds to go, first period. Darcy Tucker. Kasparaitis chips it up in the air, bounces down. Nylander looking for it, so's Lindros. Leafs have it. Long drive went wide, taken by Kilger. Straka couldn't get it out of the zone. Tucker was blocked, fell down, taken away by Nylander. Here's Jagr. Good pass to Straka. And it was tipped by Kaberle. Lindros against Straka. With 15 seconds to go in the period. Nylander. The defenseman is Kasparaitis toward the net, tipped wide. Kaberle. Kaberle holds it away from Jagr. Around the boards for Tucker. Rangers keep it in. Final seconds of the period. Leafs have it. Lindros clears it. That's it. First period's over. So, a pretty even first period until the Rangers took back-to-back penalties and put themselves down 2 men against the team with one of the most lethal power plays in the league.
Yes, this is what we thought the game would come to. The Rangers had outshot Toronto 6-3. 7 of the next 8 shots went to the Leafs, especially on their power play. A great play on the power play goal, 5-on-3 goal that was scored. The Rangers, the second penalty that Moore took, he didn't do much, but you still have to keep your stick down. This is the play earlier where Steen, hey, he hit the side of the net. I didn't realize that. I thought Weeks made the save on Steen. Here's the traffic in front. The Leafs like to use their point man for shots. Back to the point. Now look at the traffic. Look at the traffic. Actually, they spread out there. Weeks able to make that save. But the Leafs, that 5-on-3 goal, the difference, no question in the period. And the Leafs are pretty good in their own zone, Sam. Very diligent in their own zone.
Good to be joined by Brian McCabe. Brian, a good start for you, but talk about the goal you scored on the power play and why this power play is so effective.
Well, Darcy was the whole reason we scored. You know, he did a great job screening the goal. He didn't see it at all. We slowed it down, and Tommy's a great passer. He's been feeding me all year, and he made a nice pass.
Brian, talk about you had quite a few shifts at even strength against Jagr and Nylander's unit. What do you want to do specifically to take away Jagr from his game?
Well, take his speed away. You know, don't give him room to skate. You know, Matt's did a great job the one shift coming back with back pressure and picking his pocket from behind. You know, that's what we need. We need help from the forwards all night.
Brian Leetch really enjoyed playing with you as a partner while he was here. Said very complimentary things about you. What in the time that he was here, what did you pick up from him that you've incorporated in your game?
Oh, plenty. You know, Leachy's a great guy on and out, off the ice. I consider him a close friend. He taught me a lot of stuff, especially patience. You know, don't get down on yourself. He's been around a long time. He showed me a lot of stuff on the power play, especially getting a little loose with the puck, a little look-off passes and stuff like that, and it's really working out.
So what do you guys have to do to be a better team?
Stay out of the box, which we did a pretty good job of in the first. If we can do that, we're going to be fine. We've been in a lot of penalty trouble all year, and tonight we're doing a better job of it.
Brian, you're playing great. Keep it up. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, guys. I just want to say hi to my wife and baby back in New York. I'll see you guys soon.
Sounds great. Thanks for joining us, Brian. Brian McCabe, who is leading the Toronto Maple Leafs as they lead the Rangers 1-0. Back in Toronto right after these messages. How about that view of Toronto and Toronto Harbor? Gorgeous. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Continental Airlines, official airline of the New York Rangers. Continental Airlines, work hard, fly right. By Panasonic, ideas for life. And by Men's Wearhouse, you're going to like the way you look. Men's Wearhouse. Right here in Toronto, Leafs 1, Rangers nothing. Coming up next, John Giannone with an update at the MSG Sports Desk. Don't go away.
From the studios of the MSG Network, we reach our first period intermission here on MSG. I'm John Giannone with an update. Baseball handed out its final postseason award today, and Albert Pujols of the St. Louis Cardinals is your MVP in the National League. Pujols received 18 first-place votes, 5 more than Andruw Jones of the Braves, and the winning margin only 27 points. Pujols finished second in the league with a .330 average, 117 RBIs. Andruw Jones had a Major League best 51 homers, but he only hit .263 on the season. Meanwhile, football news, and when the Giants prepare for the Eagles this Sunday, they should not prepare for Donovan McNabb, in part because of that hit right there. McNabb suffered a groin injury on Monday night during the loss to the Cowboys, and it looks as though former Rutgers quarterback Mike McMahon will start on Sunday against the Giants. Stick around. We're coming back in a moment, tell you what's on the post-game edition of the MSG Sports Desk right here on the network. Sports Desk comes your way after the game. Complete recap from Toronto. Devils are in Buffalo. Knicks prep for the Phil and Kobe show, and it's 0 hour for Matsui. Second period on the way.
Welcome back to Air Canada Centre in Toronto. Sam, JD, and the MSG crew. Glad you're with us. Now let's take a look at first period highlights, John. The Leafs scoring the only goal. Some other action here.
This is Allison down low. Best save of the period by the two goaltenders was that one. Catch and glove save on Allison by Kevin Weeks. Scoreless game, 5-on-3 for Toronto, a long one. They moved the puck around beautifully. There's the shot through Tootin, through Tucker. Tucker made sure he must have been expecting a high shot because he was jumping up before the shot was taken and right through his legs over the shoulder.
You don't want to get hit by that shot.
No, you better jump real high.
That's right, and he did. We'll be back to start the second period. And just before we start the second period, we've got the Nissan Trivia Quiz coming. A beautiful look at the skyline of Toronto. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by American Express, My Life, My Card, and by Canon, your source for document management. Teams returning from their respective locker rooms as you look at downtown Toronto. And now we will take a look at tonight's Nissan Trivia Quiz. Who was the last Toronto goaltender to shut out the New York Rangers? A. Johnny Bower, B. Curtis Joseph, C. Bernie Parent, D. Felix Potvin, or E. Terry Sawchuk.
Shut out the Rangers. Johnny Bower was my favorite.
Yeah,
can't be him. I mean, that was
a long time ago. All right, Sawchuk would have been a long time ago.
Yeah. Bernie Parent, Cujo, Felix the Cat.
I don't remember Cujo shutting out the.
What do you have? Photographic memory? You're really
shutting
going
out the Rangers.
I'm going to have to think. That's a good question, though, isn't it? Well, Belfour did in the first period, but he didn't have anything to do. Rangers had 7 shots. None of them were really what you'd term great scoring chances, and I don't think Belfour's ever shut the Rangers out.
Well, wow.
Good question. Just start.
Raises the anticipation.
I remember when Johnny Bower came to Calgary to watch myself and my team playing junior. He sat in the stands right behind me during warm-up. I was petrified, and I honestly thought I was going to be drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs. They pointed to me, and I was going there, and they were very smart. They drafted Lanny McDonald instead, who ended up being a great choice.
You weren't a bad choice. Come on.
Lanny turned out pretty darn good. There's some kind of a problem here. They're looking up high. Something fishy. One of the referees has gone down to the end zone and he's looking up. Not sure what it is. There's a delay. There's Don Van Massenhoven trying to talk to somebody from the building, and they're looking way up. Sam, did you do something? Are they pointing at you?
Did I turn off some lights in one
Maybe
side
it's
of
a
the
glare
arena?
off of our foreheads.
Oh no, John.
I don't know what that is. No idea.
John, we wore makeup today.
You did. I don't.
I had to do that show this afternoon. All right, time to play.
That stuff ruins your shirts. Here we go. Rangers down 1-0. Didn't generate much in the first period. Toronto with the 5-on-3 goal, the only goal so far.
Nylander, Yager, and Straka with Tootin and Cody for the Rangers. Ivanov and Klee on defense for Toronto with Lindros, Tucker, and Kilger up front. Chad Kilger. And that went off the referee, Stefan Auger.
The officials have been hit 3 times in the first 30 seconds.
Klee moves it down to Tucker. Shoved to the boards hard by Tootin. Puck wound around by Lindros. Now Ivanov in deep against Tootin. Got knocked down by Tootin. Tootin showing some strength. Tucker to Lindros. Back to Klee for the drive. Save made by Weeks. Tough shot by Ken Klee. Yager fires. It was knocked down by Straka. Brought back in by Tucker.
Yager made the tough pass. He could have made one much simpler.
Good shift for this line. Lindros, Kilger, and Tucker. They have kept the Rangers pinned in their zone. Now Sundin has come on replacing Lindros, and the Rangers dump it in, and that'll have to change.
You're right. Great shift. The Rangers' number 1 line pinned in their own zone. Listen, if the Nylander line doesn't do anything, others have to pick it up.
Kaberle's pass went off the leg of Steen, bouncing, and it was batted out by Kasparaitis. Ryan McCabe Pressured by Hossa, and able to get it to Sundin.
Neiman had heard he had a collision with one of the Leaf players. I believe that was Steen.
He gets to the bench. Kuka replaces him. Shot by O'Neill was blocked by Kasparaitis. Here's Hossa, bringing it across with Kuka. Pass for Ruchin, but he was checked by Kaberle. Leafs are doing a good job defensively, John.
Well, we've heard the horror stories about their team defensively. I've seen it live on television a few times, but here in person, they're really strong in their own. So we have a penalty to Berg, his second minor. Rangers are offside, but he picked up Jason Ward, who was driving to the net, and there's a hooking call. Or maybe it's Allison.
Allison is complaining to Don Van Massenhoff.
I thought it was Berg, but it was well after the whistle.
I think you're right, John.
Here's the collision. Oh, knee on knee, and it was Niemanen trying to get out of the way of Steen. Steen never had his knee protruding. He was almost straight up. That was an accidental collision. And Niemanen, you can read his face there, a little sore with his knee, going bang, bang.
And you were right, it is Hockey Berg in the penalty box. Allison was complaining to the referee about
because it was after the whistle.
Right.
Well after the whistle. The offside was at the blue line, and the hook appeared to be deep in the zone. The whistle sounded. That's another one. That's a soft call. We've seen the soft call on Moore and a soft call there, Sam. I think those are really soft calls. You want to stop the obstruction or the interference, the holdups, but those are both soft calls.
Second power play for the Rangers, 0 for 1. Straka was complaining to the referee about being held up. He's still complaining as the power play sets up. Nylander, Jagr, and Kuka with Roosevelt and Straka for the power play. Jagr moves off the boards and fires, and it was blocked. And Tropov able to come out and dump it in.
Lindros will come on the ice now. They use him a lot killing penalties here in Toronto.
Kilger, Lindros, McCabe, and Kaberle for Toronto. Puka gains the zone. Nice move around Kaberle. Picked up by McCabe and hit by McCabe. Roosevelt at the line. In deep, Nylander. Straka's open near side. They can't find him. He's calling for the puck. Nylander moving, and it was blocked by McCabe.
He tried to hit Straka, who was open.
Kaberle waits off the boards and all the way down.
See the difference in the two power plays. The Rangers have a reasonably good one because they don't move the puck nearly as quick as the Leafs do.
Straka carries it across. Leaves it for Jagr. Poti has come on. In the slot, Ruchin carries it deep against Alex Steen. Falls down. Kaberle off the boards, and down it goes again. Good work by the Leafs. Almost Kaberle sometimes gets overlooked because of the play of Brian McCabe. But McCabe has said very good things about his partner.
Well, he certainly knows how to pass the puck to set up McCabe for the great shots. Pass is always in a good spot.
Long pass intended for Hossa. Hossa gets to the puck. Final seconds of the power play. Poti's shot went off the leg into the corner. O'Neill drives it all the way down.
What did we see with the Leaf power play? Puck to the point, shots getting through, and traffic, right? The Rangers' last few power play goals have been wrist shots from the blue line deflected in front. Oh, they're trying to be way too fancy here.
Kings are back at full strength. Rangers down 1-0. Hossa's shot partially blocked by Havanov. Havanov plays it off the boards for O'Neill. He missed connection on Sundin, and Kasparaitis goes back to get it. 1-0 Toronto. 4.5 minutes into the second period. Rangers are 0 for 2 on the power play. Leafs scoring on a 5-on-3 power play goal. McCabe got the goal. He's checked by Betts. Kaberle for Allison. Domi had it knocked away. Back into the Leaf zone it goes. Belfour looks around. And McCabe there to play it. And Rangers force a turnover. Nice job by Moore. Moore forechecking on Kaberle. Good pressure. Holweg comes down. He bangs there with Domi. And the Leafs able to come out.
Odd man rush.
And Tropov. Right side, Allison. Tropov to the net.
Great back check by the Rangers. Great back check on the play.
Holweg, and it's cleared out by Kasparaitis. This line skating well. Moore, Holweg, and Ortmeyer. Now on Tropov by himself down the middle. Saved by Weeks at the top of the crease.
Rangers were making a change. Poti had just jumped on the ice, and Andropov tried to take advantage of it, but it's just a weak, long wrist shot that Weeks held on to. Good back check by the Rangers. Look at this, all 5 of them there. It was a 3-on-2 by the time the Leafs got the puck down low. It was a 3 basically on 5 guys, and this is just the wrist shot that Weeks held on to. It's not a bad play though by Antropov. He had nothing else to do. Force a face-off. You might win a draw. Lindros can win draws. Sundin can win draws.
On the scoreboard, Buffalo leading the Devils 2-1, second period. Tampa Bay is up 2-1 in their game. LA and Nashville tied 1-1 in the first. Cody with a shot went off of Belfour.
Mask maybe hit him in the side of the face, I think.
Tucker able to clear the zone. Straka got it to Yager. Yager breaks down the middle, gets open, and he carried it deep, slides it into the crease. Nylander couldn't get a stick on it.
Cronwall had a stick all tied up, and I think he lifted it from underneath. Nylander looked to the referee. The referee pointed at the stick, so it was a legal, clean play. Yager exploded. He exploded through the middle here. He's got Berg to deal with. He explodes through. Now watch in behind. Right there was the stick of Nylander trying to get to the puck, or it would have been a goal. Look at Yager just explode right through the 2 defenders. Now Belfour forces him, but Nylander can't finish the play. This was the shot that caught Belfour right on the kisser. Yeah, right off the side of the helmet.
Carolina's ahead of Ottawa 1-0 in the second period. Rangers will be in Carolina Thursday night. Here's Nylander moving against Alex Steen. 2 Swedish players. Yager shoots and scores! Set up beautifully by Nylander. Jaromir Yager ties it at 1 with his 18th goal of the season.
Well, you stick Nylander in a phone booth and let him go back and forth, and finally somebody will get open. Now watch him here. Look at this. You can't check it now. He's waiting for somebody to get open. Finally, Pody goes, Yager goes, the pass is perfect. Jump into the hole when Nylander's skating around with the puck. You can't check the guy. He turns, and he's amazing how he can turn in traffic. And Yager finally moved, got into the open, wanted the puck, and bang. 1-1.
18 goals in 20 games for Jaromir Yager. He's now the league leader, 1 ahead of Simon Gagne of Philadelphia, who's not playing tonight. Gagne will play tomorrow night at home against Pittsburgh. Simon Gagne of the Philadelphia Flyers.
Neiman back on the ice after being bumped on the knee.
Good sign. So now the fans here in Toronto got to look at what Jaromir Jager's been doing all season.
It's a great finish, and finally a shot from in the middle on Eddie Belfour, but the setup by Nylander was brilliant.
Here's McCabe. Rangers tie it at 1. Steen was blocked by Roosevelt, sent down the ice. Belfour way out to play it, off the glass, out of the zone. He retreats. Malik has the puck for the Rangers.
Now, last couple of games, Belfour has been caught out of the net a few times. He hasn't tried to overhandle the puck in this game.
Betts with a nice move. Tried to play it in front, but it was blocked by Panakarowski. Shot by Kasparaitis went wide. Allison pressured by Ward. And now it's Allison sliding it to Antropov and back.
Nice play.
Allison moves in on Kondrachev. Nice hook check by Kondrachev. Allison goes down. Allison using good strength. Set up in front, blocked by Kruka, as Panakarowski was in the slot.
Allison's hardly played for 3 years. He's frustrated. The fans are frustrated. He's not scoring as much. Give him till Christmas. Let him find his game. He's a skilled guy.
Marty Straka is now tied for 4th in the NHL in assists with 18, and you saw he now has a 4-game point scoring streak. Well, Ranger fans, get the Rangers Blue Plate special. Buy a Rangers ticket for select games at the Garden. Receive a free food voucher. Blue Plate special tickets start at $27 to purchase. Visit NewYorkRangers.com or call Ticketmaster 212-307-7171.
The only players ahead of Straka regarding assists, Peter Forsberg, Jason Spezza, and Joe Thornton. Pretty good company.
Yes, sir. Go Leafs, go chant up from the crowd. Stajan gets it to Ty Domi. Good play by Weeks, deflecting the pass away.
The Leafs putting a working line on the ice. They want some bumping, grinding, trying to get some energy. The Rangers have been pretty good here. First half of the second period. They haven't given up anything, Sam. Just a couple of long shots. You heard Matt Sundin in the pregame show talk about their team needs more scoring at even strength instead of just relying on the power play. So the Rangers stay out of the box. Who knows what will happen?
Big collision as well.
Domi's chasing him around now.
And Holwig had to hit on Kyle Wellwood.
Ty chasing him around. Ty doesn't skate as fast as he used to. I don't know if he can catch him.
He bumped the referee.
It was a good clean hit by Holwig.
Dominic Moore moves in, looks, makes the move on Ivanov, goes around the net. Pass in front, and it was swept wide by Pody.
Yeah, that pass wasn't in the right spot for the shot off the pass.
Where should it have been, John? A little
Just
out further?
right between the legs. You can't put it too far ahead, or you're reaching for the puck when you go to shoot it.
Kilger trying to split the defense. Tootin was there. Oh, Kilger took a swing at Tootin. It wasn't detected by the referee. Lindros after the puck into it, puts it in front, all the way through. McCabe's got it. Toward the net, blocked. Good play by Straka. Straka for Nylander was stopped by Caberlet. 1-1 the score, 10:20 to go, second period. Lindros broken up by Straka again.
Straka in perfect position for two defensive plays. He's worked hard. I just heard the other day that he played for about 2 weeks with a broken toe. Nobody knew about it, didn't bother him, he just kept playing.
You wouldn't have noticed it at all. He's been skating well, played well. Tucker, good hit. Pass for Lindros, good check in front.
Tootin's been
Billy
bumped.
Nieminen with a check on Lindros. Here's Nieminen with a drive and a save by Belfour. How about Nieminen on both ends of the ice?
You know, Tootin's been thumped about 5 times in this game. He's starting to get a little sore.
Nieminen with the puck. He turns and he drives one off the side of the net. On wall. Yager takes it away. Yager against Aki Berg. Yager fell down, but he's got help. It's played by Ruchin. Here's a line of Ruchin, Nieminen, and Yager. Here's Cornwall. And it's played by Kondrachev to Nieminen. Yager goes off now.
He had a long shift.
There's Hossa. Cuts in. And he was checked nicely by Cronwall.
Rangers with that European look, they just don't shoot enough sometimes. Hossa was in a shooting position.
O'Neill comes across, puts a move on Malik. Put in front, Weeks. There's 3 former Carolina teammates. O'Neill, Malik, Weeks. Weeks stopped the puck.
All right.
Ryan Holwig with a good hit on Wellwood. Oh, man, that's how you finish a check. No, Nieminen had a good shot. This is a good save by Belfour right off his shoulder. Man, that was a hard shot. And then Malik here had a stick held, and was he upset? The referee no call as O'Neill grabbed a hold of his stick, and in turn Malik couldn't make the check on the play, even though he is checked.
I knew you'd slip that one.
No.
Alex Steen across to Jeff O'Neill. Sundin tied up by Kondrachev. And the puck out of the zone. 8.5 minutes to go, second period. Game tied at 1. Brian McCabe has scored for Toronto. Jaromir Jagr for the Rangers.
Nice move by Klee.
Back behind the net. Sundin. And
That should be a penalty.
Kondrachev. It is.
He picked him up. That's a good call. He picked up Sundin 30 feet away from the puck and used his stick and held him up and did everything against the big Swede. That's an absolute penalty. That's got to be called. That's better than the soft ones, real soft ones we saw earlier in the game. But he's picked him up right there. Actually, Sundin picked him up a little bit too, but you can't put the stick into him that much. You just can't do it. See, he's got it in there. He's got it in there. That's against the rules. Here we go again with this power play.
Leafs third power play, 1 for 2 with 6 shots. The one came on a 5-on-3. Face-off win by Lindros. Caberlet moving. Caberlet and McCabe at the points. Allison, Lindros, and Tucker up front. McCabe with the puck. Rangers have Ortmeyer and Moore. Roosevelt and Malik as the penalty killers. Allison shoots. Save Weeks. Rebound Lindros to Allison. To Caberlet. That shot off the side of the net. Allison gets it to Lindros, back to Allison. Moore broke it up. Roosevelt off the boards, but it hit Lindros, and Allison's there to play it. Gets it to Caberlet. Caberlet looks toward the net. He leaves it for Allison. Allison pass for McCabe, broken up. Nice play by Ortmeyer. Now it's Caberlet moving. Finds Tucker, who shoots, and went off the arm of Weeks. Lindros behind the net, in front, broken up by Malik, intended for Tucker. Moore trying to move the puck, does, but it's stopped by Caberlet. To McCabe with a minute to go in the power play. Carvalhay from Lindros. Back to Lindros.
The penalty killers will be getting tired now.
McCabe shoots and a save by Weeks.
Is that a rocket or what?
Man. Wanted to take away the shot from McCabe. They haven't been able to do it.
See how quickly Belfour moves the puck. He moved it so quick, only one Ranger able to change, and now Ortmeyer changes. Same defense on the ice.
Leafs have changed.
It's still Malik and Roosevelt. Oh, too many men on the ice, Toronto? Yeah, too many men on the ice, Leafs.
Oh, wow.
That's a big break for the Rangers. Too many men on the ice.
So with 34 seconds to go and the Kondrachev penalty, the Leafs are called for too many men on the ice.
The Rangers had their 2 defensemen out there who were exhausted, couldn't get off the ice, and then the Leafs do that to themselves. Weeks with a good save. Another good penalty kill by him. This is that shot by Tucker that went off the shoulder of Weeks. Ortmeyer, he gets down and chips a pass away with a stick. So we have 4-on-4 for 34 seconds. Pat Quinn not happy, wants to talk to the referee about it. The linesman made the call, not the referee. The linesman made the call, so it'll be a Rangers power play in 34 seconds.
Pat Quinn will be coaching the Canadian Olympic team in Torino in 2006 in February. So now 4-on-4, as John mentioned. In 22 seconds, Rangers get a power play. Jason Ward takes it deep against Ken Klee. They battle. Good work by Klee, playing tough. Ward stayed with it, and then it's taken away and moved by Havanov, who gets it back from Steen. That pass broken up by Pody. Pody and Tootin with Betts and Ward. Now Betts goes off. Nylander comes on. Rangers change. And the Rangers now in a power play. Kondrachev out of the penalty box. Steen works against Roosevelt. Good effort by Alex Steen.
Steen's father, Thomas Steen, played for the Winnipeg Jets. He was a great player. A great player.
And Ty Domi, I believe, played with Thomas Steen at the end of his career. So he played with the father and now with the son.
And Perry Pern, one of the Ranger coaches, may have coached him in Winnipeg.
1 minute to go on the power play for the Rangers.
Not 100% sure on that one.
Roosevelt, Nylander gains the zone. Pruka goes to the net. Straka, Roosevelt play the points. Nylander, Pruka, and Yager up front. Roosevelt. Cross ice for Pruka. Straka gets to the puck. Carvalhay and McCabe and Tropov and Panikarovsky for the Leafs, who clear all the way down. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Rangers third of the game, 0 for 2. Game tied at 1 as Yager makes the move against Lindros. Now Pruka's in. Another great move, but he didn't get a shot off. Straka to Yager. Yager fakes against Carvalhay. Backhanded block.
Oh, what a play by McCabe. Pruka was there for the slam dunk and picked off by McCabe. Rangers don't want to shoot, Sam.
Pruka did an Alex Kovalov. He beat 2 guys and forgot to shoot.
Wish Alex all the best having
yes.
a knee operation this morning.
Yeah.
So I hope it worked out for him.
Yager cuts in. Power play's over.
Nice play by Sundin, breaking that one up.
Domi out of the penalty box.
3-on-1.
Domi moves in deep around the net for Sundin. Save! Weeks got it with a diving glove save.
Oh.
Straka's got it. Knocked down by Kronwall. Sundin. Try to get it to O'Neill. Knocked down by Straka. Can't clear. Yes, he got it out to center. It's picked up by Nieminen. Nieminen breaks down. Nieminen picked up by Aki Berg, his fellow countryman. We're having a long conversation in the pregame warm-ups at the red line. Berg moves it to O'Neill. 1-1 the score. 4:05 to go, second period.
Hey.
Here's Hossa. Karuchin, he's in! Saved by Belfour! Oh, great saves on both ends!
That was a great save. Belfour shrugging his right leg a little bit. Great move by Ruchin, but Belfour stayed with him.
Nieminen has been outstanding in this game. He shoots and a save! Rebound, Hossa! Saved by Belfour! He's made 3 in a row to rob the Rangers!
Pretty good shift by Ruchin, Hossa, and Nieminen. Belfour at his best. Then the action picks up. Domi out of the penalty box, sets up Sundin, and Kevin Weeks with a stretching leg save. Beautiful. Keeps it at 1-1. And then Belfour keeps it at 1-1. That's Hossa to Pruka. Or Ruchin, pardon me. Ruchin. Oh, was he robbed by Belfour. And then Hossa. He's robbed by Belfour. And that made the fans here stand up and give Belfour a standing ovation.
But you're right, John. That line was outstanding. Ruchin with Nieminen and Hossa. They really made some things happen. 1-1 the score, 3.5 minutes to go, second period. Much better second period for the Rangers.
They settled down, making plays, pretty good back checking. The Leafs have had 16 shots, Sam, 9 of them on their power play.
Jason Ward with a takeaway save made by Belfour.
Some hard
Good effort
work.
by
Yeah.
Ward.
Yeah, the
Kept in
Rangers,
by Roosevelt.
their blue collars are coming back on here. Their work habits are back to where they normally are this season. Really working hard here in the second.
Malik with a pass. Ward, oh man, he leaped over the boards to the bench. Almost too many men on the ice.
And Ortmeyer didn't play the puck because he was afraid of too many men on the ice.
Pruka fires it in. Moore and Ortmeyer on. Pruka goes off, and Holweg comes on.
Gonna hit somebody.
Moore quickly moved it to Fedor Tutin. Tutin and Holweg. Shot blocked by Havanov. Now it's Ken Klee. Lifts it up. All the way down it goes. Pody goes back to get it. It is an icing. 2.5 minutes to go in the second period.
You know, we showed the play by Ruchin. We showed the play by Hossa. Here's a look at the Pruka play. Yager gave him the puck. He goes right around McCabe. And I think he just felt he wasn't in a shooting position, so they tried to manufacture something. And there, the pass was intercepted by McCabe, who made a real solid defensive play. Holweg, just another shift for him. The Rangers love his energy. Offensive zone face-off, so the Rangers put on the Nylander line. Lindros has a problem with a stick, so he's over at the bench changing that.
And returns. Leafs scored on a 5-on-3 power play in the first period. Brian McCabe got the goal with a rocket of a shot. And Jaromir Jagr with his 18th of the season tied it here in the second. And Tropov to Lindros. And Kilger missed it. Malik has trouble. Took a hit. Nylander was bumped by Lindros. And here comes Tucker with a drive saved by Weeks. So the body checks by the Leafs forced a turnover.
Oh, boy.
Brought it into the offensive zone.
Lindros took a run at Roosevelt, knocked the glove and the stick out of his hands, but Tucker took the worst of the hit.
Back the other way, Jagr with Nylander. Jagr.
That was the E-train, Sam. In behind the net, but it didn't quite click.
Jagr was checked by Kaberle. Lindros' pass is given away to Kasparaitis. Another long pass through. Chipped ahead by Nylander. Kaberle back for it. Sundin works it ahead to Steen.
Holweg hit him.
Holweg, you gotta love to see him on the ice. Kasparaitis knocked down Tucker. Moore can't clear. Kept in by Sundin. Tucker in deep. Kasparaitis shoves him.
Well, at least they're letting them hit.
Yeah. Holweg moving down. Holweg moves in on Aki Berg. Holweg lost control. Good job by Berg checking him. Now it's Sundin.
Holweg's had a long shift.
Moore backhands it deep. Under a minute to go in the second period of a 1-1 game. Belfour moved it away from Ortmeyer, who's driving down. Here's Nieminen against Aki Berg again. Nieminen's pass in front, taken away by Allison. Allison for O'Neill. It goes by him. And an icing is whistled against Toronto. 40.5 seconds remaining second period.
Let's watch what happens here with the Lindros attempted hit on Roosevelt. Oh, Roosevelt lost a stick, lost the glove, and Tucker almost lost his life.
Oh, nice move by Roosevelt to get out
got
of the way.
there. Holweg with a hit on Sundin. The Leafs came out with a Lindros line, started to throw the body. Then the Rangers came back. Holweg and Kasparaitis in particular answered the Leafs' body work with some good body work of their own.
Ruchin against Allison.
They know each other from the other conference. Anaheim and Los Angeles.
That's right. Here's Hossa with a shot. Saved by Belfour.
Allison played in Los Angeles, but not much over the last 3 years. The lockout last year, the previous 2 years, he had problems with concussions. And of course, Ruchin played for the Mighty Ducks for a number of seasons. Ruchin, with help from his winger, Nieminen, win the draw. And it leads to this wrist shot. Here we go again.
Carolina.
The Leafs changed, put Sundin out there, Sam.
Carolina still leading in Ottawa 1-0.
And you know,
Second period.
They've beaten Ottawa once this season.
There's Sundin moving in, knocked away, and Tropov blocked. Another shot, the save by Weeks through traffic. That shot taken by Pavanov, and it's out to center. Ken Cleese got it back into the Ranger zone. 10 seconds to go in the period. Bodie took a hit. Sundin backhands it on goal. Stopped by Weeks.
Sundin with a great play.
Around Ruchin with the intercept. That's it. Period is over.
Sundin knew where the puck was coming when Bodie flung it around and waited. He knocked it down, and a minor scoring chance, but Sundin just with the smarts. Weeks with a big save on Sundin when Domi set him up earlier in the period, and then Belfour made some good saves in the second half. Here's Sundin waiting for the puck. He was over there waiting for it. That's just smarts. That's between the ears smarts, and then tried to set up something as the period was expiring.
Rangers get the only goal of the second period and tie the game on the goal by Jaromir Jagr. This winter, the Rangers are honored to partner with the Pond at Bryant Park. We invite all fans to join us tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. Admission is free. Activities include chance to skate with alumni, meet and greets, autograph session, and clinics. For information, visit NewYorkRangers.com. We're going to visit with the Rangers assistant coach, Mike Polino. Mike, what was the difference for the team in the second period as opposed to the first?
I think in the first period we were probably just feeling ourselves out a little bit. We're playing a good team here with a good crowd, and it was one of those feeling out periods, but I think we got it going in the second.
Mike, your 3 periods regarding third periods on this road trip have been exceptional. What is it? What is it? In Florida it was good, in Tampa it was very good, and Pittsburgh it was great.
Well, I think it's because our team's such a hard-working group of individuals that all of a sudden the confidence really starts to set in, and we're doing some good things, and they just take it that extra notch in the third period, JD.
Mike, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the third period.
Okay, thanks, gentlemen.
Rangers assistant coach Mike Polino. Don't go away. We're coming back with a lot more New York Rangers hockey right after these messages. Welcome back to Toronto. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Cablevision. Get the most New York sports in HD on IO Digital Cable Service from Cablevision. By MetLife. Have you MetLife today? By Nissan and your local Nissan dealer. And by Office Depot, taking care of business. Rangers and Toronto Maple Leafs tied at 1. Jason Ward good enough to join us right now between periods. Jason, you come to the Rangers, a new team. What kind of start? Has this been a surprise, this good start for the Rangers to you?
It's not that much of a surprise. After being up in West Point and seeing how the team gelled together, and I got a good feeling about the team, and it's just it's showing on the ice right now.
What was it about that experience that gelled?
I think it's just the helping of others. You know what I mean? You're with all your teammates. You're with different teammates. Like for myself, that I've never met before, except for a couple guys. And it was a chance for me to meet a lot of new guys and see how they are. And it was just a great experience to come together as one.
All right, you're from Chapleau, Ontario. How far is that from Toronto?
It's a good 10, 12 hours north of here by Timmins. Wasn't there for very long, and then grew up in the Oshawa area.
All right, talk about tonight's game and the Leafs. What kind of team are the Leafs? How tough are they to play against?
Oh, they're a real tough team. They got a lot of skill. They've shown that. McCabe's having a phenomenal year and had another big goal tonight for them, and we just got to get in front of the shot as much as possible. Weeks is playing a great game tonight, and we came alive in that second period. Hopefully we bring that momentum into the third.
Jason, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the third period.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, Jason Ward, one of the New York Rangers this year, and has he been a major contributor? Update from the MSG Sports Desk is next.
40 minutes in the books in Ontario, Canada. Hi, everyone. John Giannone with an update from the MSG Sports Desk. 6 games in all on tonight's schedule. One of those is a marquee matchup of the Hurricanes and Senators, 2 of the top 3 teams in the East. Already 1-0 for the visitors, and look at this work. Eventually, Mike Commodore at the point. The wrist shot finds its way through Dominik Hasek, and after 2 periods, the Hurricanes lead the Senators 2-0. Meanwhile, the Devils are in Buffalo. They have not lost to the Sabres in 12 games. That's the backdrop, but it's looking tough for the Jerseyites in this one. That's saved by Brodeur on Mike Greer, but there is Connecticut native Chris Drury on the rebound. Devil defense not clearing the puck, so they trail at 3-1 as they play middle third period. Stay with us. We're back in a moment with a preview of the post-game edition of Sports Desk right here on MSG. Keep it right here after the game for Sports Desk. All the reaction from Toronto and from the Devils in Buffalo as well. Knicks with a rosier outlook these days. They brace for Kobe. And should the Giants prepare for Donovan McNabb?
Welcome back to Toronto, where the Rangers and Maple Leafs are tied at 1. Here's the Sprint second period scoring summary. Jaromir Jagr now leads the NHL with 18 goals. Nylander and Straka getting the assist. Jagr scoring on his 100th shot of the season. McCabe with a goal on a 5-on-3 power play in the first period. That's the scoring. Rangers 0 for 3 on the power play. Leafs 1 for 3. We're coming back in just a moment. John has been working on his trivia answer. Me? I think I got it. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Canon, your source for document management, and by HIP Health Plan of New York. Now that's hip. And by XM Satellite Radio. Listen to NHL games wherever you are from coast to coast. Listen large. Sam, JD, and the MSG crew in Toronto. 1-1 the score. Let's check out the score of trivia. Nissan presents the trivia quiz. Who was the last Toronto goaltender to shut out the Rangers? All right. Not Sawchuk, I don't believe. Perrant, no. He played for Philadelphia. Felix Potvin, no. Curtis Joseph, I
think it was Johnny Bauer.
I'm going Johnny Bauer.
I knew you always copy me. You're unbelievable.
Because he's your favorite.
When it comes to
goal,
see,
you.
I knew it. When it comes to goalie questions, I usually get them right. You always copy me.
I know.
No, you had it written down before.
I called Al to check it.
Well, we got that one right, big boy.
Johnny Bauer. That's a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
John.
it was black and white television. Johnny Bauer. It was one of the great characters. He was a great poke-checking goaltender. He is beloved to this day in Toronto. He's loved.
Yeah.
Just a heck of a guy. And it's his daughter, by the way, who taught with Ward of the Rangers on how to work on his skating. Jason Ward worked with her.
Look at that.
Oh, it's a race.
We caught him.
Al's not
All right,
happy.
I'm one
Oh, yeah.
behind, but we're getting there. Al, oh. Al, don't worry. Saturday afternoon, Al. Saturday afternoon, you get your chance.
You know, the Rangers' last 3 third periods all on the road. They got 1 goal in Florida, 4 in Tampa Bay, and 3 in Pittsburgh, and they're hoping for a few more here tonight.
Jason Ward felt that the team came on very strong in that second period, as we were saying, and need to sustain that here in the third. Underway, third period tied at 1. Puck put in front, and look at Nylander right there to break up the play.
Centerman's job, get low and help your defenseman in your own zone.
Ken Klee chased by Marty Straka. Left the puck behind. Leafs take it back. Kilger, Tucker, and Lindros. Here's Lindros. Roosevelt goes to him. Lindros trying to get around him. Couldn't do it. Good job by Roosevelt. That pass tipped by Weeks. And there's Nylander again.
Roosevelt with a big job on Eric Lindros. Lindros actually pulled him down.
Jagr sets up Straka. Gets room, but the shot deflected by Kaberle into the netting.
McCabe knocked down Jagr. There's some pretty tough action on both ends of the ice here. Here's a look at the Panasonic digital replay as Roosevelt moves across. Does a nice job. He got right in front of him. That's a good job defensively. Real good job. Get in front of the big man before he can shoot. Roosevelt with a good play. Now look at McCabe move across. That is the can opener. That's supposed to be a penalty. Stick through the legs, twist, and knock him down.
That's still doing it.
They put that rule in specifically for him, and he used it smartly there.
He's still doing it. He's really playing well thus far this season. Sundin.
Yeah, he really has.
Across.
That was pretty nice what Brian Leetch said about him, wasn't it?
And interesting to hear Brian McCabe say how much Leetch had imparted on him.
Brian was here for a very short period of time. Just a few games towards the end of the season and a couple of rounds in the playoffs.
There's Sundin moving in against Petter Tutin. Tough job for Tutin. Sundin moves it to Steen. Billy Nieminen goes over. And Poti able to send it down the ice, and this will be an icing on the Rangers. Minute 44 gone by in the third period. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters. See some hits here, John.
Yeah, there hasn't been a ton of them. Oh, that was one I thought should have been a penalty. Hit from behind. Good clean one there by Hallwig. Hallwig with another one. Oh, That was Lindros trying to hit anybody. Hallwig again. How come Hallwig's in on all these hits?
He leads them.
That's what he does.
That is his game. Tutin comes over against Andropov. Two Russian players battling. Allison reaching in, Anakarovsky reaching in, and Ward able to clear the zone. Rocky Bird. And we're back. Anakarovsky across. Waits, shoots, blocked by Kasparaitis. Andropov. And now it's Jason Ward. Ward, Betts, and Puka for the Rangers. Ward moves in on Ken Klee. Backhander knocked down by Belfour. The rebound trickles to Belfour in the crease, and he covers.
Good speed there. Sam, the Rangers have won 3 in a row on this road trip, and actually have won 5 straight. If you think of their last 5 road games, 6 wins in a row would be the first time since 1993. October of '93 was the last time they did that. The team record for wins consecutively on the road is 7. And the last time they won 6 in a row, I think, was, yes, '93. When they won 7, the last time they won 7 was way back in 1979. That's a long time ago for 7 straight wins.
Set up for Holwig, shot blocked. Moore tries, and this line drew a penalty. Interference is the call.
I think it's against the Rangers.
It might be the Rangers.
Yes.
It looks like it might be Ortmeyer. Okay, offensive zone penalty. Ortmeyer can't believe it, but the call is made.
Well, let's figure it out. Moore's there. He's got Wellwood with him. Here's a shot. Oh, that's... that was the hit with a goalie. That is a terrible call. The goalie's out of the net sticking his leg out, and Ortmeyer, he can't believe it. He's looking up to see what happened. This has been a very strange refereed game, in my opinion. Look at Belfour's way out there, and he's trying to get up with his legs spread, and the player is supposed to skate to get to the play. I don't think there was any intention to make contact with him.
Ortmeyer interference at 2:41. Leafs 4th power play, 1 for 3. The 1 came at a 5-on-3 in the first period. Whenever they're on the ice with a man advantage, the Leafs are tough and dangerous.
Now, I know the league will say that anytime the goaltender's anywhere on the ice, you have to do your absolute 100% best to avoid him, and that's why the call was made, because there was contact.
Ward didn't clear the first time. This time it gets out and he pokes it by. Ward moves in on Caberlet. Ward shoots, save, Belfour. And the rebound is played by Caberlet. Nice effort there by Jason Ward. Goaltender interference, the call at 2:41. Caberlet moves in, across to Sundin, can't control. Tutin bumps with him. Centered, and Ruchin is back. Ruchin pressured by Alex Steen. Caberlet plays it across, shot by McCabe, he scores! Brian McCabe with his second of the game. The Leafs take a 2-1 lead. They've scored 2 power play goals.
The Leafs take advantage of a questionable call at best, but give them full marks. Look at the strength of Steen here on Ruchin. Ruchin's a strong guy, but so is Steen. And now the pass is made across. See that beautiful pass? We talked about it earlier. Caberlet knows where to put the puck for McCabe to take the shot. And give the Leafs credit. They took advantage of a bad call, but their power play's brilliant. And that was a great shot, a rocket by McCabe. A beautiful pass and wonderful work by Steen, showing strength on Ruchin. And the Leafs have a 2-1 lead. Their only offense in this game comes on their power play.
The 2 things that the Rangers wanted to do: take away the shot from McCabe. They've not been able to do that, and not let the Leafs score on the power play, because they feel that really juices the team and the building up. And once again, the Leafs have scored on the power play and have the lead. Tucker in deep, around for Lindros. Now the Rangers need an answer. Tucker for Lindros. Lindros had it knocked away by Nylander. Kilger. Lindros against Nylander. Up the boards to Ken Klee. Good play by Straka to hustle over and block it. Caberlet and O'Neill assist on the goal by McCabe. McCabe's second of the game, 8th of the season. 3:37 the time of the goal. So the matchup of the Leafs power play and the Rangers penalty killing has gone to the Leafs.
A 5-on-3 goal and a 5-on-4 goal, right?
Yes.
Both blasts by McCabe, perfectly set up.
Yager.
You almost wonder if the Rangers should just go over and take away McCabe and worry about everybody else.
That was part of the
ice.
game plan, John, but
Well,
they haven't been able to do it.
No, well, you have to go over and take care of them, and they didn't. Give full marks to the Leafs. They executed with their power play twice.
Roosevelt, long pass, was tipped by Panikarovsky, who takes over and plays it back. Grunwald across to Berg. 5 minutes gone by, third period, Leafs with a 2-1 lead. Hossa moves it, and out comes Blair Betts. Slowed down and stopped by Panikarovsky. Malik for Betts, he's stopped by Antropov. Kruka plays it to Hossa. Hossa stops and the shot deflected. Betts after the puck, tries to put it in front. Taken by Poti, long shot, blocked in front. Carvalhay moves it. Stajan gave it up to Betts. Rangers get onside. Betts for Kruka, checked from behind by Antropov. Now it's Betts, lost his stick, tries to pick it up while he's skating. Leafs able to take over. Antropov across, Carvalhay. Carvalhay against Poti. Wellwood pass for Stajan is broken up by Ortmeyer getting back. Now it's Betts dumping it down the boards. Klee chased by Ortmeyer. Klee playing it across. Good pressure by the Rangers. Force the Leafs back. Wellwood moves it across. Klee again for Domi. Gracia. Oh, knocked away by Stajan, and Weeks able to put it in the corner. Now Domi. Sundin down low, save by Weeks on Matt Stajan. Rangers turned it over, and Weeks comes up with a big save.
Here you'll take a look at the turnover. There's already one by Kondrachev. There he can't keep his footing, so he never got to the puck again. And Sundin with a great shot. Good save by Weeks. Kondrachev's a former Leaf. What if he's a little nervous? He came over in that Leach deal, right?
Yes, he did. There's Sundin around the net. Sundin with Steen and O'Neill. Long shot from the point by Klee was blocked. And that power play is giving the Leafs a big lift.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see the way they're skating.
They played well with the lead. They're getting the puck deep, and they've got some big forwards who are tough to work against the boards in the Rangers zone.
Yager against Tavanov. Straka goes deep. The pass to Straka. Nylander side of the net. Yager's shot went off of Tavanov. Steen against Yager. Sundin looking for the puck. Move it to O'Neill. He clears the zone. 7:10 gone by. Third period. The Leafs on Brian McCabe's second power play goal of the game lead the Rangers 2-1. Roosevelt to Nieminen. And Nieminen makes his way into the zone, carrying all the way. Lindros slows him up. And then the puck moved by Kronwall, blocked by Hossa. Hossa carries behind the net. Hossa looking to make a play. Pass gets through, the shot went wide by Ruchin.
Ricocheted off somebody.
Good effort by Hossa. Then he got knocked down on a hit by Lindros. Puck around the boards. Poti able to gain control. Now it's Tootin. His shot saved by Belfour. Tough shot by Tootin that got through. Belfour with a left leg save.
I like Tootin's plays. A lot of times he'll use the wrist shot, and he gets his shot through.
There's Poti. All the way around it goes. Panikarovsky for Allison, who chipped it off the boards, and Betts takes it back. Roosevelt couldn't play it. Now Allison does, deflected away by Betts, and the Rangers gain control. Taken back by Allison. McCabe and Carvalhay paired. Carvalhay to McCabe. Kruka took a little bit of a run at McCabe, just bumped him. Whoa, Betts got upended by Carvalhay. Now Malik has it knocked away by Carvalhay. Kruka's pass is blocked by McCabe. Penalty upcoming on the Leafs. Roosevelt shot it behind the net around the Malik. Malik's pass blocked, and now the whistle stops play. It's on the Leafs. An elbowing call.
You don't see that very often.
No, and
Brian
it's
McCabe
McCabe going off.
I didn't see the play. Hope we'll be able to take a look at it. Van Massenhoven with the call. Well, he's not happy. Here's Hossa's play from behind the net. He sets up a shot that ricochets. Well, actually, Ruchin just fired it wide.
Yeah.
Stick on stick and fired it wide. It was a real good setup. Let's look at the penalty now. McCabe's number 24. He moves across. I don't know. It wasn't a hard hit. I thought he had the arm up, I guess, and he leaned on him. Didn't look like much.
Elbowing the call at 8:59. Rangers' fourth power play 0 for 3 with only one shot. Here's a takeaway by Matt Stajan.
I think more than anything in this game and watching it, I haven't complained about referees much all year. But it's kind of inconsistent the way this game's been called, right? What's been let go and what's been called. So as a player, you're down there and you're not quite sure what's going to be called.
Moore got it to Yager. He's got room. Save. Rebound. Save as Nylander tried to bank it in. Nylander to Moore. To Nylander. Out to Straka. Straka with Pody at the points. Here's Nylander with room. Down low. Yager off of Belfour. Comes to Straka. Now to Yager. Hits the side of the net.
Well, Yager hungry here. He's been moving around, not standing still, and had a couple of chances.
Leafs bring it out. Alex Steen with Matt Stajan. Dumped in and steered away by Weeks. Nylander against Stajan. Good effort by Stajan to take it away. He's double teamed by Straka and Nylander. Now Pody. Up ahead to Moore. Moore drops it off for Nylander. Nylander for Moore. Rangers can't gain the zone. All the way across. Straka comes back out. Here's Yager. Dumps it ahead. Belfour out to play it. Taken away by Straka. Belfour's back in the crease. Pody's got the puck. Now Nylander.
With a diamond by the
Nylander
Leafs.
moves in. Nylander cuts in and shoots. It's blocked. Yager tried to stuff it in. And he was denied by Belfour.
Big time save there by Eddie Belfour. 2 of them on Yager. He's had 4 shots in the power play.
Lead for Yager. He brings it across. Hossa and Pruka are up front with him. The pass was just behind Pruka. Hadakarowski the other way. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Belfour. Pruka tried to take it away. Fired off the boards and out as the Rangers
Credit
fail
Belfour.
on the power play.
Belfour, a couple of great saves.
5 shots on goal on that power play for the Rangers.
I think 4 by Yager.
Here's the stuff in, try save made by Belfour. Hossa came out from behind with a backhander. 8:40 to go, third period, 2-1. Leafs lead the Rangers. Roosevelt and Malik. Now Pruka hit the referee, Van Massenhoven on the dump in. Roosevelt has to wait for his teammates to get onside. Hossa through to Betts. Betts against Allison. Betts checked by McCabe. Pruka. Pruka for Hossa. Hossa checked there, so Tom Reddy has changed the lines perhaps a little bit because of the power play, but he's got Pruka and Hossa together. Shot by Pruka off the arm of Belfour.
Rangers out shooting Toronto 11-2 in the third.
Betts.
However, Toronto has the goal.
Betts fires, knocked down, open net for Hossa. He scores!
High stick.
No!
High stick.
Oh, the whistle blew
High
for
stick.
a high stick.
It went off a Ranger, then down to a Ranger. The whistle sounds for the high stick. Boy, hard work by the Rangers. They're playing as good as they can on the road. Now let's listen for the whistle and see exactly what happens. Now, he was in the act of blowing the whistle before Hossa scored. I'm not sure where the high stick was, but I thought I saw it earlier. It was hit by a Ranger with a high stick, the puck was, and then dropped down to a Ranger, so the whistle has to sound.
All right, so the Rangers came close, but that goal is disallowed. 7:40 to go in the third. Good hit on Kondratyev by Jeff O'Neill. Steen for Sundin. He's checked by Kasparaitis. Sundin centers. Good play by Ruchin. Right back deep. Pressure from Sundin. Kondratyev got it to Ward, but he gave it up to Tucker. Back into the Rangers zone. Kasparaitis for Kondratyev. Now Ward. It goes through Ruchin. And Nieminen got taken down by Tucker. Nieminen tries to clear, lifts it out. And Ward sends it in. Kronwall against Nieminen. And Lindros moves it past Tuutinen all the way back. Picked up by Cody. 6:50 to go, third period. Straka played it ahead. Kronwall brings it back and into the Ranger zone. Cody, pressured by Domi. And it's taken away.
How about the play by Straka? Stajan went to shoot, Straka was on him. Domi forced the turnover.
And Stajan failed to cash in. Along the boards, here's Domi, knocked away. Stajan's got it. Stajan got it to Wellwood for the shot, high and wide.
The Leafs needed a good shift, and they're getting one here from their fourth line.
That's Stajan again against Cody. Stajan swept away by Cody with a long stick. Yager with a lead for Straka. He breaks it on Belfour. He shoots. He hit the post.
They had him beat. Wow.
Oh, big chance for the Rangers, and Straka hits the post. Leafs almost had too many men on the ice.
Boy, were their defensemen wide, and was Straka wide open? Cleanly beaten was Belfour, and Straka hit the post.
Beautiful pass from Yager. Ruchin moves in. It's lost. Taken by Allison. Allison for Panikarovsky. Against Roosevelt. Back pass to Allison against Yager. Now it's Panikarovsky. And he's stopped by Malik. Allison's pass. And then Tropov's shot went wide. Indeed, Panikarovsky lets it go to Allison. Allison, checked by Malik, gets away. Out to Kaberle and across to McCabe. High with a drive.
Finally missed the net.
Kaberle to McCabe again.
He
Wide.
finally missed the net twice.
Oh, he's on his streak, John.
Uh-oh.
Here's Panikarovsky. Broken up by Roosevelt. Another shot by Antropov goes wide. It's all Leafs here.
Yeah, and the glass behind the net.
Nieminen lifts it out of the zone.
The Leaf fans love it. They've had a couple of good shifts.
Kaberle drive, saved by Weeks. 4:50 to go. 2-1 Leafs. Ruka pressured by Tucker. Taken back by Kilger. And he's able to play it deep. Roosevelt holding.
4.5 to go.
Malik trying to hit Ward. Deep into the Leaf zone. This will be an icing on the Rangers.
Go all the way back to when the Rangers had scored. Disallowed because the puck was touched by a high stick. Hossa on the left. There it is. He knocked it down. Good call. Real good call there by the official disallowing the goal.
Thursday night is hockey night in New York at 6 o'clock. Blue shirts inside out. 6:30 Hyundai Rangers game night. 7 o'clock Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes. 10 o'clock Hockey Night New York live with Al Trautwig. And it's all presented by Panasonic. Hockey night in New York on MSG Thursday night.
Now here's a play here, Sam, with the Rangers. It's an important draw. They're running out of time. 4:13 to go. They won the draw. But the puck ended up going back to the goaltender. So he had to hang on, and that forces another draw. The Rangers now do make a change, trying to get more offense on the ice.
Lindros, Kilger, and Tucker for Toronto. Rangers control. Kondrachev for Puka, who's breaking up the middle. Klee and Puka go after the puck. Now Ward moves in. Puka falls down. Ward trying to find the puck. And it's whistled to a stop.
Puka ends up without the helmet. Klee worked him over pretty good. Faceoff stays inside the Leaf zone.
While we have a second, John, want to send out congratulations. Gregory, well, let's take a look at that play once again.
Just good hustle by both players there. Puka and Klee. Faceoff finally stays deep. Sorry.
How about Gregory Campbell, son of our friend Coley Campbell, Senior Vice President, National Hockey League, scored his first NHL goal for the Florida Panthers tonight. Congratulations to him in Montreal. Florida's trailing 3-2.
I think there'll be two parents very, very, very excited about that. Remember, he played a lot of his hockey up in Westchester County.
And he's worked his way into the NHL.
4-on-2.
Now Nylander gets back 4-on-3. Kaberle down low. Steen round the net with a shot saved by Weeks. Off the left shoulder. Nylander. 2-1. Toronto leading it. Yager is stopped by Jeff O'Neill. Yager has the Rangers' only goal. Brian McCabe, 2 goals for the Leafs, both on the power play. Yager hounded by Steen, gets away. 3:15 to go. Dumped down the board, Straka. Now Yager against Kaberle. They know each other very well in the Czech Republic. Knocked away.
Line pass by Yager, well defended by Toronto.
And Tropov puts it down low, saved by Weeks on a deflection. Oh, great play by Allison and then Tropov. Allison got there with his long reach and steered it on goal. Weeks made a great save. Allison kept in by Aki Berg and Tropov against Tutin. All the way across. Cody for Nieminen. He's double teamed. Tutin able to get it clear, but Allison is there to take it back.
That's Allison line with a solid shift, knocks off a good minute off the clock. Just 2:22 to go as the Leafs are called for the offside. The Rangers need to find some magic here once again, and the Leafs look like they don't have any intention of giving up a good scoring chance. That was a good play to Allison, who just chipped the puck. Weeks with a deflection save.
Habanov able to move it to Kilgood, gave it away. Roosevelt shot blocked in front by Habanov, who recovered nicely. Roosevelt keeps it deep in the corner. Battle there, lifted off the boards by Habanov. Kept in by Nieminen. In front, Habanov is there to intercept.
Yeah, that play.
All the way in the alley-oop. It's onside. Saved by Weeks.
They called it a high
And
stick.
a touch with a high stick.
That was Habanov took the puck and flipped it on purpose. It's kind of like a long bomb play in football with a receiver heading down the field. Habanov is going to get control of the puck right in here and flip it right up high, looking for the breakaway. No two-line pass. The only problem was when the puck was knocked down by Chad Kilger, it was still too high. It was above his shoulder, above the crossbar, so they called it the high stick face-off outside the zone. Great attempt for a nice play, though, wasn't it?
Very nice. 1:50 to go. Time growing short on the Rangers. Down 2-1. Leafs with 24 shots. Rangers 27.
The Rangers haven't had much the last 3 or 4 minutes, though. Very little the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Leafs got the lead, and they've done a good job maintaining it.
Ever since that Yager had the power play with 5 shots, the Rangers haven't had a sniff.
Gasparaitis, Panakarowski tied him up. Gasparaitis trying to move it. Look at the Leafs work to pin the Rangers, keep them pinned.
The Rangers can't get through center ice right now.
Holweg for
See,
Ortmeyer.
there's
too
another
hard.
turnover. Center ice. They can't get through. You got to get the puck deep. 1:10 to go.
Sundin just lifts it in wide of the net. Back for Malik.
Rangers have Yager out now. Straka out. Nylander out.
Up the middle it goes. Here's Straka across. Couldn't gain the zone. Was tipped away by Cannon Lee. Under a minute to go. Look at Lindros hounding Nylander.
Lindros and Sundin on the ice.
Outlet to Yager. Yager moves in. Waiting for Weeks to see if he heads for the net. He can't, as Yager is forced out of the zone. 40 seconds to go. Roosevelt stopped by Habanov. Yager, he's waving Weeks to the bench. He says, go, go. But the puck is taken away, intercepted in front by Malik. 30 seconds to go. Rangers net is empty. They're down 2-1. Ruchin knocked down by Lindros. Ruchin has it again. He's hit and wrestled down. Battling Habanov. Lindros in the corner. Nylander is there. Whistle stops play. 16.3 seconds to go.
Rangers will need to use their timeout, I think, Sam. Lindros and Sundin on the ice together, 2 big men. And the Rangers, they have the timeout possibility, and yes, it's called, just to set something up on the face-off. Also just to get some of the tired players to relax a little bit. I think it also helps Toronto. They'll put 2 centermen out to try to win the draw. The Rangers have had only 2 shots in the last 9 minutes. Ever since that power play chance they had to tie it up, they haven't been able to get into the zone with any sense of purpose or with speed or anything. Now here's the Leafs playing the 1-2-2. The puck now is a nice pass, but the Rangers go through the middle. That pass is okay, but it didn't click. And right in there, the Rangers keep trying to go through instead of chipping it off the boards. Through the middle. In Tampa Bay, the Rangers went down the ice off the boards all game long and ripped them apart. Here in this game, the Rangers continue to try to go through the middle here, and there's nothing of with speed or unison or team attack happening. So now it's face-off time, Toronto zone.
This is it. Rangers 6 skaters, Bruka, Yager, Roosevelt, Betts, Nylander, and Straka. 5 forwards, Roosevelt, the right-handed shot defenseman.
Now, most teams defensively use a left-handed centerman to draw the puck back to the corner. Sundin's right-handed, as so is Lindros.
They're both on with Kaberle, McCabe, and Steen.
Well, how about that for confidence for a young kid like Steen?
Sundin and Betts. Betts wins it. Roosevelt shoots, save, Belfour, no rebound.
No rebound, 2 players there looking for it. Big win by Betts. The advantage for Betts is he's not going against a left-handed centerman. He's going against a right-hander. And Betts beats Sundin clean. You don't see that happen often. Good play by McCabe. He went right over. He forgot about the puck. He took Pruka to make sure Belfour could see the shot.
13.3 seconds to go. Here they go again. Betts and Sundin. Betts wins it. Roosevelt gets there. Feeds Straka. Looks toward the net. Makes a move on Sundin, who whacks him. Pass down low. Missed Yager. Back behind the net. Side of the net. Rangers scrambling. Looking for it. That's it. It's over.
But did Straka make a play on Sundin? And then he fired the puck low, wide of the net for a deflection, but the Rangers couldn't find it. Toronto, with McCabe getting 2, have the win.
Toronto Maple Leafs defeat the New York Rangers 2-1. Rangers winning streak of 3 in a row and 5 straight on the road is ended. Kevin Weeks with another strong game, but 2 power play goals beat him, both by Brian McCabe, 1 on a 5-on-3 in the first period, 1 on a 5-on-4 here in the third period.
Straka there sees Sundin. Now look at Yager over on this side here. Here comes the puck down low, and Yager just couldn't get a stick blade on it. That was a great play by Straka. And the Leafs did a good job defensively the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes, they really did the job. They never allowed much at all. Good play by Straka there. And credit Betts, too. He beat Sundin twice in a row in very, very, very important face-offs. But the Rangers couldn't finish. The Leafs didn't give the Rangers a sniff the last 8 or 9 minutes. That's getting the job done defensively.
The Oppenheimer Team Contributor Award goes to Brian McCabe with 2 goals in the game. Oppenheimer funds the right way to invest. Toronto Maple Leafs with their 10th win of the season. Rangers are beaten for the first time on this road trip 2-1 the final. Sports Desk is coming up next, and we hope you stay tuned for that. Rangers and Devils recaps. Knicks continue their road trip, and Donovan McNabb looks like he'll be out against the Giants in their game on Sunday. It's all coming up on the MSG Sports Desk. We'll be back here in Toronto right after these messages.